Hi there. I am Tracy Otsuka for those of you that don't know me, and I run a little self-development company called Coretography that teaches you how to make decisions and figure out your whole life's purpose starting in one afternoon. You know, I couldn't find anything that connected the self-development and the career dots. So I created this analytical 6-step system that basically teaches you how to coach yourself, so that you can discover exactly who it is that you are and what you're meant to do with your life. And so what I've been doing over the last week or so is I've been giving the Coretography system, giving you the Coretography system one step at a time. And so what we discovered is that step one is all about discovering what it is that you value exactly. You know, knowing what you value, it's the foundation of every good decision that you will ever make in life. You need to know what it is that you value, because that tells you exactly what's important to you. So then step two of the Coretography system was all about knowing your superpowers and passions. And you want to choose the superpower that best aligns with your passions. Step three, we talked about stepping into your purpose, you know, and how purpose really is not the big bad monster that everybody makes it. It's not that difficult. Your purpose is basically your passion. And what you want to do is attach a side of service. You want to figure out who could you help in living your passion. That's your purpose. Step four is all about being able to articulate what it is that you want. You know, when you can specifically describe it, when you can define it, only then can you actually achieve it. And then step five, we talked about how to ferret out your best opportunities. So now you know that what you're really good at. You know what you love doing. You know what your purpose is, or at least you kind of know the neighborhood of your purpose. You know what you want. You know which of the many opportunities that you have is the opportunity that you're actually going to choose and you're going to start pursuing. So step six is all about building your own, what we call it, Coretography codebook. You know, you want to build your codebook because you don't want to keep reinventing the wheel. You know, today I can step back and I can recognize that I spent decades working on different parts of the Coretography system. So I would work with a career counselor and I'd get a little piece there, or I'd take a personality test and I'd pull up another piece over there, or I'd read a book and I'd, you know, discover something else. My problem was I couldn't connect the dots so that what I was learning was actually relevant to my life. You know, I knew that all these steps were intertwined. And if I could connect them properly, I could actually answer that age-old question, what should I do with my life? But I just couldn't seem to connect the dots. The second problem was I'd totally forget what I'd learned about myself. You know, I'd be in the middle of a tough decision. I'd be so focused on the specific details of that decision that I'd literally forget the big picture and I'd be focused on all the minutia. Ultimately, what I needed to be reminded of the 5 steps that we just went through so I could filter the decision that I needed to make through what is now the Coretography system. And I needed to do that because I knew my decision making would be more thoughtful, right? I'd have thought about it more and it would be more relevant to me and how I see the world and what's important to me and what I believe I'm meant to do with my life. And of course, then I would just be making a lot better decisions. So why did this work for me? It worked because I taught myself how to make me the expert on me. You know, I was much more confident in knowing who it is that I was and knowing what it is that I wanted. And I just stopped listening to everyone else. I just stopped all the wild goose chasing. You know, a friend would tell me about a book and I'd be downloading it within an hour. Another friend would be telling me about some guru that I needed to check out her website or his website, and I'd be there, you know, completely misdirecting my focus again. I would just constantly be chasing wild geese. I don't know what other better way to say it. So this is the deal, you know, just because it's good for them doesn't mean it's good for you. Ultimately, what Coretography creates is confidence in your decision making. because you know exactly what it is that you need to be happy, and you're the only person. Right now, right here, you actually know what the right answers are for you. You know what you should do next. You know what your purpose is. The problem is you're afraid to claim it because you're not confident about your decision making. And you're not confident about your decision making because you're not confident in your role as the expert on you. And you know, if you say, well, I'm not 100% sure that that's actually the direction I should be going in. I'm not 100% sure that, you know, that actually is my purpose. Guess what happens? You don't have to do anything, right? So you stay exactly where you are, and that's what's making you actually miserable. So what cartography does, again, is it just gives you the confidence to claim your purpose, to claim your path, to figure out what's truly important to you, because it creates in you this knowledge that you're actually the expert on you. And the truth is, the only way you will ever know if that decision that you're thinking about making is the right decision, if that purpose is really your purpose, if the passion that you think you have for something really is your passion, you've got to claim it. And you have to start doing it. There is no other way around it. You can't read about it. You can't talk to your friends about it. You can't journal about it. You have to do it. And you know what? There are no mistakes. You know, sometimes you'll discover that, okay, I really thought that was my path, and I started going in that direction, and it just didn't feel right. What you're going to develop is this rudder in yourself. This is what, you know, we do at Coretography. We develop that rudder. So when you're going in a direction that doesn't feel quite right, you kind of get this inkling and this feeling in your body, and you know to trust it. And so what do? It's not a mistake. You just learned something about yourself. I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in this direction. And so you start going in the direction and reaching for a better feeling. You're always trying to reach for a better feeling. And that's it. That's the 6-step cartography system. So there is, as I was going live, everything went wonky. And so I am not sure. I'm going to have to adjust what my comments are in, in this particular Facebook Live. But somewhere you're going to find a link to download the 6-step cartography PDF, what we just went through. And at a minimum, what I would really like you to do is download it and write your answers to the cartography 6 steps, to each one of the 6 steps. I want you to write it on just one piece of paper. You can use both sides, but you only get one piece of paper, because you want to make sure that you put that somewhere that's readily accessible, that you can just pull it out and consult it the next time you have a major life decision to make, because then you're making decisions within the framework of who you are and what's important to you, instead of what everybody else is telling you you should be doing. Now, if you are interested in actually working through our patent pending system, we make it really simple to discover who you are and what you're meant to do with your life. We've got bite-sized videos, transcripts, worksheets. We're going to walk you through the system step by step. And for the next 48 hours, if you use this coupon code, Coretography in all caps, I am going to give you $150 off of our regular price. Now, again, I think I'm going to put that in the comments, but I'm not quite sure, but the links will be there. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to give you a bonus, which is called the Relationship Evaluator. And what this does is it shows you how to apply cartography to relationships. So if you are one of these people that is always in the same bad relationship, but with a different person, and you don't know why, this is exactly what you need. If you can't get along with your boss, if you can't get along with your spouse, if you're not sure about your sister, if you're no longer feeling like good about your girlfriends and you're not feeling connected anymore, the Relationship Evaluator is first going to show you why, and then we're going to give you the formula to discover who should be in your life and who should not be in your life. So if you have any questions for me, or you want to private message me, I just really appreciate your spending time with me. I want you to go spy a happier life. Okay? I'll see you later.